No room. No room. No room. No room. No room.
There's plenty of room.
Have some wine.
I don't see any wine.
There isn't any.
Then it wasn't very civil of you to offer it.
Well, it wasn't very civil of you to sit down without being invited.
I didn't know it was your table. It's laid for a great many more than 3.
Your hair wants cutting.
You should learn not to make personal remarks. It's very rude.
Ah, I guess you learn something new every day. Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Ooh, I love riddles. I believe I can guess that.
Do you mean that you think you can find out the answer to it?
Exactly so.
Then you should say what you mean.
I do. At least I mean what I say. But it's the same thing, you know.
Not the same thing a bit. Why, you might as well just say that I see what I eat is the same thing as I eat what I see. You might as well say that I like what I get is the same thing as I get what I like.
You might as well just say that I breathe when I sleep is the same thing as I sleep when I breathe.
It is the same thing with you. What day of the month is it?
The 4th.
2 days wrong. I told you butter wouldn't suit the works. It was the best butter. Yes, but some crumbs must have gone in it as well. You shouldn't have put it in with the bread knife.
What a funny watch. It tells the day of the month and doesn't tell what o'clock it is.
Why should it? Does your watch tell you what year it is?
Of course not. But that's because it stays the same year for such a long time.
Which is just the case with mine.
I don't quite understand you.
The dormouse is asleep again.
Of course. Just what I was going to remark myself.
Have you guessed the riddle yet?
No, I give up. What's the answer?
I haven't the slightest idea. Nor I.
I think you might want to do something better with the time than wasting it asking riddles that have no answers.
If you knew time as well as I do, you wouldn't talk about wasting it. It's him.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you don't. I dare say you've never even spoke to time.
Perhaps not, but I know I have to beat time when I learn music.
Ah, that accounts for it. He won't stand beating. Now, if you only kept on good terms with him, he'd do almost anything you like with the clock. For instance, suppose it were 9 o'clock in the morning, just in time to begin lessons. You'd only have to whisper a hint to time, and round goes the clock in a twinkling. 1:30, time for dinner. I only wish it was.
That would be grand, certainly, but then I wouldn't be hungry for it, you know.
Not at first, perhaps, but you could keep it to 1:30 as long as you liked.
Is that the way you manage?
Not I. We quarrelled last March, before he went mad, you know. It was at the great concert given by the Queen of Hearts, and I had to sing. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you're at. You know the song, perhaps?
I've heard something like it.
It goes on, you know. Up above the world you fly, like a tea tray in the sky.
Twinkle,
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 twinkle.
twinkle, 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 twinkle.
Well, I hardly finished the first verse when the Queen bawled out, "He's murdering time! Off with his head!"
How dreadfully savage.
And ever since that, he won't do a thing I ask. It's always 6 o'clock now.
Is that the reason so many tea things are put out here?
Yes, that's it. It's always tea time, and we've no time to wash the things between whiles.
Then you keep moving round, I suppose?
Exactly so, as the things get used up.
But what happens when you come back to the beginning again?
Suppose we change the subject. I vote the young lady tell us a story.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't know one.
Then the dormouse shall. Wake up, Dormy.
I wasn't asleep. I don't know what you guys are saying.
Tell us a story. Yes, please do. And be quick about it or you'll be asleep again before it's done.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little sisters, and their names were Elsie, Lacey, and Tilly, and they lived at the bottom of a well.
What did they live on?
They lived on treacle.
They couldn't have done that, you know. They would have been ill.
Sure they were, very ill.
But why did they live at the bottom of a well?
Take some more tea.
I've had nothing yet, so I can't take more. You mean you can't take less? It's very easy to take more than nothing. Nobody asked your opinion. Ah, who's making personal remarks now? Why did they live at the bottom of a well?
It was a treacle well.
There's no such thing.
If you can't be civil, you'd better finish the story for yourself.
No, please go on. I won't interrupt you again. I dare say there may be one.
Oh, one indeed. And so these 3 sisters, they were learning to draw, you know.
What did they draw?
Treacle.
I want a clean cup. Let's move round. But I don't understand. Where did they draw the treacle from? You could draw water out of a water well, so I think you could draw treacle out of a treacle well. Hey, stupid. But they were in the well.
Of course they were. Well in. They were learning to draw. And they drew all manner of things. Everything that begins with an M.
Why with an M?
Why not?
That begins with an M, such as mousetraps and the moon and memory and muchness. You know, you say things are much of a muchness. Did you ever see such a thing as a drawing of a muchness?
Really, now you ask me. I don't think. Then you shouldn't talk. At any rate, I'll never go there again. It's the stupidest tea party I've ever attended in all my life.